roll back, family, roll back, move forward. We understand that Jesus is on the planet, right? AMUN is on the planet, right? The context of the one and only true Messiah, AMUN, right here on this page, yeah? Alright? This is our series called We Know Now, alright? From Enos, which means a forgetful being, right? To We Knows, right? We know. We know what's going on now, right? We know the earth is basically ascending, right? And what's going on is what we think in religion would be, apocalyptic events, which is nothing but natural weather, right? Galactical weather, okay? So understand that, alright? Alright, we also know that religion, right? Is a tactic used to control mass behavior, alright? Understand that, right? You also know that 1 year is now 6 months, alright? You know that 1 year is now 6 months. And we also know that August 12, 2030, New Jerusalem, Crystal City will be here on the planet, alright? Understand that, alright? So you got 24 months, right? 4 years, right? Alright, family, so understand these beings employ controlled energy discharges, right, to relieve volcanic pressure and criminally preventing catastrophic eruptions when possible. Now, the visible beam originates from a cloaked vessel. Only the energy discharge itself can be seen, alright? Arcturian operations are not limited to oceans or land, but extended to all environments, where an intervention is at a must, right? Historical mysteries such as the statues of Easter Island are also addressed in ancient records. Okay, family, here's the truth of that there, alright? The island functioned as a meeting ground between advanced Atlantean civilizations of the Atlantic and Lemurians of the Pacific, alright? And, an ancient culture once located near present-day India, right? And destroyed by tectonic upheaval roughly 18,000 years ago, alright? Great balls of fire. Right? Now these statues mark territorial boundaries and stellar alignments. Free income profits from South America were occasionally invited as observers, right? Now, each statue was transported in position using anti-gravity tech, and the inscriptions carved into stone there served as records of these gatherings, alright? As for direct assistance from humanity's older brothers, alright? Such help has opened ongoings for thousands of years, though largely unseen when Earth's elites initiate their final attempt to consolidate power over intervention will begin, alright? Now the timing of this is now entirely in the hands of the Pleiadians, right? Many of whom live among humanity and will recognize when intervention is unavoidable, yeah? This period should not be viewed as an ending, but as the beginning of a new phase, right? Right? In which humanity is finally free from colonial influence and responsible for restoring balance to its world, right? The feather is in Earth's hand, right? So later reflections emphasize that the absence, family, of dramatic catastrophe should not be mistaken for an action. Many imminent dangers have been mitigated through sustained effort. However, family, some volcanic systems, particularly supervolcanoes, can't be fully controlled by Arcturian tech. Alright? Regions in North America and the Pacific may still experience significant geological stress. Alright? Now, the Nibiru system, once released, must follow through with its course, though its effects will depend on humanity's preparedness. Alright? And the final decisions of the Pleiadians as Earth transitions into a new galactical hemisphere, right, and enters the age of Aquarius. Frequency changes, right, and is defined a new societal foundation. Finally, the secrecy surrounding extraterrestrial contact, right, persists because governments and religious institutions have historically resided on information control, right? To shape belief, behavior, and authority, right? Now, as global communication erodes, that control this information used to preserve old power structures. Okay, many space exploration projects service facilities masking long-standing unforwarded activity. Countless individuals have paid a high price for revealing, inconvenient truths. In addressing the theological concerns, existence itself can be understood as a collective system. Much like a body composed of countless specialized cells, right? Each differ in function, right? You all are different, yet all contribute to the health of the whole. You follow that? So, in this sense, what humans call God is the totality of cooperative existence, right or wrong, right? Now, family, those who disrupt harmony function like pathogens, right? The path of jinns, right? Devils. And nowadays, the pathogens are path of YNs, right? Jinns, devils, And collective defense is necessary to maintain balance, all right? Ancient religious texts were written in eras, of limited cosmological understanding shaped by fear of the unknown, right? The darkness, right? That parasite of a narrative is still sucking energy as a dominant thought within the collective today, okay? Though millennia later reflects how deeply early frameworks of meaning, right, became embedded in human culture. Now for Earth's so-called ascension, and might I add, family, really understand that this is a fallen Metatronic holographic projection of original source creation, right? In a way, we can grasp this here is your shadow, right? So we are at the third density, family. The one on top of that is the fourth in climbing, right? The fourth dimension is something called a tesseract, right? Or Metatron's cube, okay? Metaverse, alright? They got that from Akhenaten's cube, alright? It's a fourth dimensional structure. Now this fourth dimension, family, is really something called a quasi-crystal, right? And this quasi-crystal in the fourth dimension, it casts a shadow. And that shadow there, it creates the realm we're living in here, right? You get it? In here. Because we know if, we take the T off there, we have here. And same if removing the first letter off where, right? Overstand, family, aka world, we are living in a shadow of a higher dimension or density. And that shadow there creates the third dimension. It actually creates a fractal of it. Creates this holographic matrix light show. We're actually maneuvering in the third dimension right now, right? One can address the fourth dimension time like Albert did, right? Saying if you're just looking a third and fourth being an arrow, but when you actually move up, it's over into another dimension, family. We now know in quantum physics that there is actually a fourth dimension. So all dimensions, family, are 90-degree angles of each other, like us all, right? Because every direction of God is right, even when appearing left, okay? Is how you take it in a integrified way with self, that is, right? And according to quantum theory right now, we're really anticipating there at least 11, dimensions, otherwise the universe would collapse. So there really is truly a fourth dimensions all the way up, right? Not just an arrow of time, alright? That's just a parable for a paragraph, right? The fourth dimension is not time because time is not a dimension at all, right? And time does what essentially order shit, right? So there's a galactical order, family, and that time has come, you see. So really understand that, family. So a higher form of time that doesn't exist would be order, alright? So understand what's really going on here is that Taha, Earth, right, is becoming a type 1 civilization, right? So you all should really be, patting yourselves on the back. You made it, alright? We got a couple more storms, but we weather those, alright? Hey, I love you all, family. Context of the one and only true Messiah right here. We know now, right? We know now.